were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free, without a care in the world. I was one rich little girl, daydreamer, kidnapped me.
Hi, this is Debbie with Food Prepping Channel, and today I'm going to fix something. First time this year. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited because Teresa has never had this, so I'm going to fix some for her. But what are these, y'all? Can you guess what I'm making? Can you guess what I'm making? I'm making fried green tomatoes. Alright, y'all, this is a southern dish, and what I'm going to do is I do not have any buttermilk, so I'm going to make buttermilk. And I've got whole milk in this cup right here, and I'm going to, I just eyeball this. I'm going to put probably 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in here in the milk, and I'm just going to let this sit, and I'm going to cut these tomatoes up, and then I'm going to put salt on these tomatoes, and then I'm going to put them in the buttermilk after they've sat for a little while and I've wiped them off, and I will bring y'all back. Okay, y'all. Alright, so I wanted to show you my setup or whatever. Well, and I wanted to bring you back also and make the buttermilk. Alright, so I have, oh my gosh, look at it. Y'all can't see. It's so thick. Alright, so it's gonna go, ooh, look at it, it's so thick. Alright, this is the buttermilk. Alright, here's the tomatoes, and you can see it's really kind of weird. They're all green, but look inside. They're turning red already. And this one this morning wasn't near this red. And this one, look, it's got red inside too. Alright, so I have my dredging station, or my stations here. Here's the tomatoes. Here's the buttermilk. Here is the cornmeal. I put right much cornmeal, just about a half a cup of self-rising flour, salt and pepper to taste, and then over here, I need to turn this on, my frying pan. I decided to use my frying pan instead of my griddle. I think it'll do better, and I'll be able to it'll be easier for me or whatever. So I've got the frying pan right there. And then I have, like I said, there's the station. Alright, so you got that. Alright, so we're gonna, oh, I can't do that now. Alright, I'll have to bring y'all back because I've got to get this oil hot before I can ever even think of cooking these. So I'll bring you back. Okay, y'all, I'm going to see if the oil is hot enough for me to cook the tomatoes in. And what you do is you get a little dab of your flour. See how it's immediately turning, that means it's hot enough. So it's hot enough now for me to, so I'm going to dip it in the apple butter. Oh my gosh. Dip it in the buttermilk. Then I'm going to dredge it in here really good. And then I'm going to go back to the buttermilk. and make a mess as usual, because Debbie doesn't know how to do anything without making a mess. Alright. And then put it back in the flour again. Alright. And then put this in there. Alright. Alright, I got the next one in the buttermilk. I'm going to take it over to the flour. Well, this is cornmeal. It's more cornmeal than it is flour. Alright, so there's that. Then put it back in the buttermilk. Then back in the flour. And this is our fried green tomatoes. Alright, now I'm going to put this one in there and burn my finger. I don't know if Teresa will like these. She didn't like my cornbread so much, so she might not like this southern. She's from Ohio, and her mom is Thai, so she's really not had a lot of southern foods or whatever. Her husband's mom makes southern foods, but it's totally different. Some of her things are totally different. She was telling me something the other day, and I meant to try to tell Kim, and I couldn't remember what it was that her husband's mom made. And it was really, potatoes and spaghetti. What is it, Teresa? Huh? Fried eggs.
Yeah, did she put the potatoes in the eggs?
No. She puts potatoes in spaghetti.
Yeah, she does that too.
Fried.
But you don't add it together. You put it. You just have the side of potatoes, and if you want potatoes, you just grab a spoonful or whatever you want, and put them on your spaghetti and eat them.
That's something that I've never heard of before. Is spaghetti with fried potatoes, and you have them in different bowls or whatever on the table, and then when you make your plate, you can make your spaghetti and put fried potatoes in it. To me, that's totally, that's something that I wouldn't do. But then, other places, they wouldn't do the same things we do. Like I said, Teresa had never had my cornbread before, and she didn't like it without the sugar in it. Where I don't like cornbread with the sugar in it, because that's not southern to me. I can eat the Jiffy, but that's only if I make my homemade chili beans. Alright, so let me show you over here. You can see they're frying. Let me get out the spatula. Oh, wow. These are going to really be crispy. And I'm going to have to get the paper plate because the tray rack, the cookie cooling rack, well, on the table over there, so alright, I'm going to turn this one over. I'm going to turn this one over. And I'll put salt on these once I get them to the cooling rack. I'll put salt on them. I mean, there's salt in the flour and the cornmeal, but not very much. So I'll just, you know how when you make French fries, that when they're done, you put salt on them. I'm going to do the same thing to these fried tomatoes. So I'm going to go on. I've showed y'all how to do this. I've got this is my New Wave Precision Induction Cooktop. Because I am in a wheelchair, I do cook at my dining room table. And I've got my New Wave on here. And so the oil is, on here is $3.75, which is medium high. Yeah, medium high. And the dredging is, I keep saying apple butter. Buttermilk. And then the cornmeal and the flour, salt and pepper. And then the oil, I use Crisco vegetables oil for that. Alright. Wow, look how thick this is. Wow, it's like a donut. It's got a lot of flour on it. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to bring y'all back when these are done. Okay, y'all, I'm back. All right, so I wanted to take a bite of this for y'all. Teresa ate some already while I was cooking the other ones, and she really liked it. It did end up being, I put salt and pepper in the flour and the cornmeal, and then when I got them out of the frying pan, I let her salt them again over here on the on that, and they ended up being a little bit too salty until we realized that it was salty, and then we didn't put any more salt on them. So These are really good, y'all. Now, if you wanted to, you could use spices, whatever spices you want to on yours. I don't. I just use salt and pepper. And then the flour, of course, and the cornmeal. It's really crispy because of the cornmeal and getting that grease hot. And this is the tomato that was the reddest. Even though when I bought it, it was totally green. It started turning red. These are so good, y'all. Most places now, especially if they're fruit stands or whatever, most of the fruit stands will have green tomatoes now, and that's all you've got to do is just flour. Oh, excuse me. Wash your tomatoes, cut off the little end and the big end, then cut them into slices. You can see, let me get you up there so you can see it's not very thick. And then just get your oil real hot. I had mine on 375, and then I cut it back down to 350 when they started getting real brown. And I cut it down. These are so good, y'all. So good. And I got another plate that's not all that I showed you. I've got another plate for Teresa's mom that I'm going to send her these that didn't have any salt on them. Teresa's mom doesn't like salt so much. So, and I doubt she's ever had fried green tomatoes before. So, I want her to have some. Like I said, Teresa really liked them. And I hope you like this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Look below for links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and to my Instagram. And also, there will be things linked below that you can purchase at Amazon that I may use in my kitchen here, or you may want to use in your kitchen. And this is at no extra cost. You can, you know, get what you can afford, and it's at no extra cost to you. It's just that I will get anywhere from 1% to 4%, I think, of the balance of whatever y'all get. So I hope you have a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.